Are you thinking about buying your first home? Awesome, because in this video I'm going to be sharing 10 tips that you can apply to your home buying process. Coming up. What's up, Alex from Mortgage Chain here, and on this channel we bring first-time buyers and entrepreneurs tools and tips helping you smash your mortgage application first time, every time. If you're new to this channel, please consider subscribing. Let's jump into the video. Number one, make sure you're prepared for a mortgage before you start looking for properties. The amount of clients I have come to me, they put an offer in on a property, but they haven't checked out their mortgage. They haven't seen if they can afford the property. They haven't been properly assessed. Okay, do that to avoid disappointment. Right. Number two, be aware of government schemes. There's a Help to Buy ISA. You can put tax-free savings into the ISA. The government will provide you a bonus at the end of it towards your deposit. Okay, up to 25% of the amount you've saved. Help to Buy equity loan. Another government scheme. This can provide you up to 20% outside of London or 40% within London deposit towards a property. Okay, you are restricted to new build properties. Okay, and the Help to Buy scheme has to apply to them. You need to put 5% in. You know, it can help massively. That deposit can get you a much better rate. Okay, the Help to Buy equity loan, you don't need to pay for 5 years, and then it's charged at the time of making this video at 1.75%. Shared ownership properties. Okay, that is also an option if you can't get onto the ladder and own the property outright. You know, Help to Buy, shared ownership. There are other areas to consider where you can buy a 25%, starts at 25% share of the property and rent the remainder. You know, I don't always advise this, but if you can use it as a stepping stone on to the next property. Okay, great schemes to consider. 3, understand what a freehold property is and what a leasehold property is. Now, typically, all houses you buy, all houses that are for sale, they're freehold. That means you own the land and you own the property itself. Whereas opposed to a leasehold, which most commonly, if you're buying a flat, will be a leasehold property. The freeholder, the person that owns the buildings, okay, they will own the land that the flats were built on. You just own the individual unit yourself. That is leasehold because you are leasing the land from the owner. Now, you will have an amount of time that the lease has remaining. It's critical to check how many years the lease has remaining. For example, some lenders will want a minimum amount of years left at the end of the mortgage term to consider that property. Okay, so the last thing you want to do is buy a property with a low lease. And when I say low lease, you know, 70 years or below, alarm bells are ringing. Make sure that the property you're looking at has a good lease. 4, how long has the property been on the market for? You know, check Rightmove or Zoopla or On the Market and where the property is being advertised. These websites will have the information. Check Rightmove sold prices. Okay, have a look at the history of the property. When did it sell? What year did it sell? How much did it sell for? All useful information to your process. 5, when viewing properties, check every nook and cranny behind every door. Look at ceilings, look at walls through a fine-tooth comb. You know, look for dampness on the walls. Look for all sorts of things that people will try to cover up. okay? As a first-time buyer, you don't want to miss anything when buying your first home. Have a look in the garden, okay? If you don't know what Japanese knotweed is, Google it, find out. These are all things that affect the value of your property or the property you're considering buying. 6, check the energy efficiency of the property. Now, you can go to epcregister.com, okay, and on this website you'll be able to obtain the energy performance certificate, should there be one registered on the property, okay, and you'll be able to download that. Now, for it to be of a suitable grade, for the lender to be happy with the efficiency of the property, needs to be grade E and above. Anything below, it's a problem. The mortgage lender will not consider it. Number 7, be aware of the property build type. Now, if it's standard bricks and tiles, great. Some properties, however, are concrete build, for example. Other properties may have timber frames. Now, some mortgage lenders do not lend on specific property types and property builds. Make sure you know what you're dealing with. Number 8, make sure that when you're considering putting an offer in on a property, you can demonstrate to the estate agent that you are mortgage material. Okay? A common way to do this is for your broker or your bank to confirm your mortgage affordability on the property you're considering. Now, we give our clients a mortgage affordability certificate so that they can provide their estate agent to show their mortgage material and they can afford the property they're considering placing an offer on. Number 9, understand the 3 different valuation types and when they are required. Okay, there are 3 different surveys or valuations. 1 is a basic valuation, 2 is a home buyer's report, and 3 is a full structural survey. Now, a basic valuation is what the mortgage lender will require as a minimum, and they will provide this to you as part of their assessment. All right, they have to send one of their valuers out to the property to do a basic valuation. That valuation will be then provided back to the mortgage lender, and it will confirm that the property is worth what they're paying for it and that they're happy that it's a suitable security to lend the money against. Now, that is all you need to have as a minimum. However, that's more geared up for the lender. Now, if you want to know more about the property, the electrics, the boiler, and get an overall better feel for the state and the health of the property as a whole, then you may consider a home buyer's report. Typically, a home buyer's report will be twice as expensive as a basic valuation. However, if you discover that the electrics need completely rewiring, this could save you a lot of money in the long run. Finally, and last of all, a full structural survey. Now, the template I recommend to my clients, if you're buying a Victorian property, so in or around the 1900s, that's an old property, and it is vital to find out what is going on with the structure of that property. And that is what a full structural report will provide you. It will give you that information, that in-depth insight into that property's structure. Okay, fully recommended if the property is around the 1900s. Number 10, and most importantly, make sure you're applying to the correct lender. Have you had your affordability assessed? Check out the notes where I put a calculation there where you can use and apply it to your situation to give you an idea of your borrowing potential. Have you thought about the property type? Okay, if it's a standard bricks and mortar, bricks and tiles property, great. If it's a concrete build, make sure the lender will lend to that property type. And are you getting the best deal? What are you using to compare your mortgage deal against? All very vital when making your decision in mortgage lender. Question of the day. Have you ran into any problems when trying to buy your first home? Let me know in the comments below. So thanks for checking out this video. Subscribe or ring the bell below. Check out the notes for a recap on everything discussed in today's video. As a responsible broker, we need to inform you that your home may be repossessed if you do not keep up repayments on your mortgage. Until next time, Mortgage Chain are bringing you the best tools and tips for smashing your mortgage application first time, every time. Until next time, keep crushing it, and we will speak soon.